What's going on, guys? I'm Andrew. This is Jason. Welcome to Movie Source.
Today we're going to be looking at the new Batman v Superman trailer. Let's check it out.
I feel like we're checking out a court case. I gotta tell you, my favorite part in this was none of the action. Was the beginning, the part where Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne just kept on going back and forth defending themselves.
That was the mental action right there. That's when they start starting the fight.
Yeah, I love how they're.
I feel like they both know that each other is who they are.
Yeah,
already.
I don't know about that, but I feel like they're kind of onto each other a little bit. But I love how
subconsciously.
I love how they're defending the hero of their city, and then the Joker comes in. I mean, Lex Luthor comes into the scene. Hey, looks like hey. And has some interesting dialogue too to go along with it.
Yeah,
on the nose,
Lex was feeling a little bit like the Joker to me too. He was joking around so much, just trying to cause tension between who he knows too are going to be.
And that's something he does in the he does create situations, he manipulates. So I mean that aspect I didn't mind. You and me know that Lex Luthor in this movie is probably going to create doomsday, but I don't like how they give it away to the main going movie audience that says, here's a big reveal. Lex Luthor creates. I just save that for the movie. Like
I agree.
People are gonna see Batman v Superman. You've got nine. I mean, I know you want to sell something to you don't need to sell us. It's what I mean. We're in love with this stuff. We're gonna see it 5 or 6 times anyways, even if it's the worst freaking movie. But the point I'm making is to people who aren't under the assumption, Lex Luthor just makes doomsday. It's like I just don't like that they give that away in the trailer. Again, I'm not spoiled. I know he was. I had a feeling it would have been him. Like, who the hell else is it going to be? There's only Lex Luthor in the movie.
Well, Lex Luthor is the main.
He's the only. Well, also, who's got technology and money to create something like that? You know what I mean? It could only be. That would have been my only guess. So if they hadn't shown that in there, if they just showed the Doomsday part only, I would have said it has to be Lex creating him. It has to be. I also really enjoyed the tone of the trailer. I thought you could feel that. I mean, there was definitely some jokiness in it for sure. But it felt pretty serious, and that the stakes were kind of high.
Well, I feel like they're trying to set up the tone of the whole movie as just being very dark and just high tension the whole time.
You can tell they're trying. I mean, they're trying to be their own thing, but they're clearly trying to separate from Marvel. It's quite
Marvel
clear.
has kind of gone the lighthearted route, more comedy, where I feel like DC is trying to make it very dark.
And honestly, that's completely fine. I want to see 2 sides of the coin. I don't want to see the exact same content. So that's from that perspective, I love that. I gotta say one big thing that really made me happy was Batman's voice. It had like a Michael Keaton-esque feel to it, but it was still his own thing. I just thought that Ben Affleck, just that one line, he delivered it perfectly, and I've truly been saying since day one, I'm excited to see what he can do in the role. I know a lot of people, freaked out at first, but just the more and more footage we see of him, just keeps convincing me more that he's gonna be the most perfect man for this job. Just Lex Luthor to me, it was very like you said earlier, it was very it felt not full on Joker, but it just felt a lot of stuff. He was joking around, and I don't mind him joking around. I don't mind Lex Luthor having a little bit of a humor. Of course not. He can have a humor, and he's a manipulator. I don't mind that. I just felt he was joking around too much, and then he's shaking Clark's hand like, "Oh, watch that handshake! You shouldn't get into a fight with this guy." And then
he's obviously trying to get Batman to get into a fight with.
Yeah, but it was too on the nose for me. Like you don't need to. Too on the nose for me.
I thought he was okay more in the second half of the trailer when he seemed more maniacal and he was starting to build up his rage.
Just so everyone's clear, I'm not saying he's gonna have a terrible performance. I'm just basing what I saw on the trailer, and I just did not like what I saw from the trailer. That does not mean I'm not gonna like what he does in the film. I might think he's the best performance in the film, but just from what I saw in the trailer, I just did not like what I saw from him. Also, one other thing I really liked in this trailer that I wanted to add, it is a Zack Snyder film, so I'd be remorse to say that the trailer just looks visually stunning, and as I said, it's a Zack Snyder film. We already know it's going to be visually stunning. Man of Steel 300, Watchmen, visually beautiful films just to look at. I'm not even talking about story, plot, or any of that. Just visually stunning to look at. And just this trailer, I mean, it looks visually beautiful. Oh yeah,
it definitely looks great. I mean, the whole trailer looks so dark, yet everyone is still standing out.
Yeah. Oh, so I couldn't agree with you anymore. I just from that perspective too, just from the visuals. I'm so excited too.
And that is pretty important to a movie. I mean, it has to be aesthetically pleasing as well as have a good story.
Of course. No, plot and characters obviously are always my main concerns in a film, but
Right.
we're talking about a Batman v Superman. It's got to be a little bit visually stunning here. I thought that it showed what it needed to, maybe a little too much in one or two areas, but overall it was a good trailer. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm beyond pumped for your birthday, March 25th, more than you are probably. I've been waiting for this movie since I saw the Batman and Superman animated series where they fought each other, Lex Luthor and the Joker. So I am beyond pumped for this movie, and I cannot wait, and this trailer just amped it even more.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so comment below, and if you like these videos, you can hit that subscribe button.
See you guys next time.